organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming your way this morning on Daily Iowan TV, it's a week of awareness for the transgender community here at the UI. And later, Iowa Hawkeyes Golden Girl takes one last bow after 5 dedicated years.
We get to relive that Iowa win from the weekend again later in sports.
And you'll see one of our own reporters jump into practice with the water polo team, literally.
All the way from Kinnick to the Old Capitol, Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Ryan Scott. The Iowa City Council has recently pushed for social justice and racial equity to be in their strategic plan moving forward. Daily Iowan TV reporter Noah Gowdy has more on the story.
Iowa City Council just recently approved a grant that is designed to advance social justice and racial equity. The council set aside $25,000 for this grant, and they say it will go to those that meet one of the 6 priority service areas. Those service areas are education, building community, housing, criminal justice, health, and employment.
It lends to allowing for people to have a better conversation around social justice and racial equity that they may not be able to have because of funding, because of time, because of lack of the ability to get presenters or whatever the case may be. And so this is an effort and this is a way to do it, and the city's leading this effort.
The grant application process is open from December 1st through January 5th. Each application will first go under review from the Human Rights Commission, and they will decide if it is passed on to the City Council for further review and approval of the application. Those that are approved for the grant money will receive the money in June of 2017.
We reserve the right to just give it to one particular project, but the way that I see this particular grant working out is hopefully that there will be multiple projects that we can get excited about, maybe 5 projects for $5,000 a piece.
Any organization can apply for a piece of the grant, and the City Council will have the final verdict on who is rewarded the money. Reporting from downtown Iowa City, Noah Gowdy, Daily Iowan TV.
This week, the UI Trans Alliance will be hosting Trans Awareness Week with various events all over campus until Friday. The goal of the week is to encourage a sense of togetherness among transgender individuals on campus and to further educate others about transgender people. The main event of the week, the Day of Remembrance, will take place Thursday. The Transgender Day of Remembrance Vigil is part of an international day of observance that began in 1999. For a full schedule of events taking place this week, visit diversity.uiowa.edu. Well, it's been an awfully warm November so far. Let's toss over to Alexis Tansey in the weather studio. Alexis, will this unusually warm weather keep up?
Well, Ryan, it's certainly sweater weather, but nothing too extreme in this upcoming week. Our afternoon high today will reach the low 60s with partly cloudy skies. Things will cool way down tonight to the upper 30s with clear skies. And tomorrow morning, we'll start the day with the sun and temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. Temperatures are going to take a dip this week. Wednesday will be sunny with highs in the mid 60s. Thursday will be the warmest day of the week with a high in the low 70s and partly cloudy skies. Friday, things will cool down and we'll see a high in the low 50s. We're also seeing rain in the forecast with winds reaching 26 miles per hour. Saturday, we'll see temperatures drop again with a high in the low 40s and partly cloudy skies. Sunday, highs again in the low 40s with sunny skies this time, and Monday, temperatures will pick up a little and we'll see highs reaching the mid 40s with sunny skies once again. That's all I have here in the weather studio. Ryan, back to you.
The UI has launched an online refresher program to inform students about sexual misconduct prevention on campus. Currently, students are required to take an online course called Success at Iowa prior to starting their freshman year. Officials at the UI are hoping that this refresher information can help to combat the high number of sexual assaults seen among first-year students. Currently, the new module is available on a volunteer basis, but it will become a required component of Success at Iowa course starting in January. With this football season almost over, the university is saying goodbye to one of the most recognizable people on the field. Chris Cervantes has more.
She's there for every football game, no matter how rough, no matter how cold. For 5 years now, she has dazzled the crowd with her grace and skills, always entertaining as she goes through her routine. She is Whitney Anderson, the University of Iowa's very own Golden Girl.
I always wanted to twirl at a Big Ten university, and Iowa was having auditions. In February, I came to Iowa for live auditions, and there was 3 of us, and I was selected then as the Golden Girls.
I'm sad to report that Whitney is graduating this semester. Her time as Golden Girl will be coming to an end, but she looks back on the entire experience smiling fondly.
It has been one of the best experiences of my life. I'm just so lucky that I've been able to be at this school for the past 5 years doing what I love.
Before our time together was up, Whitney had 2 things she wanted to do. One was to give some good advice to her successor.
Just to stick with it. I know sometimes it's hard and you don't want to practice all the time, but it definitely pays off.
The second was to try and teach me how to twirl. For now, I'll leave the twirling for Whitney and whoever's lucky enough to be her successor. Reporting from Iowa City, this is Christopher Cervantes, Daily Iowan TV.
Speaking of Kinnick, the Hawks played an amazing game there this past weekend. We've got John, Leo, and Mary-Kate Herring standing by in the sports studio to tell us more. Guys, what do you think?
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, I was actually at the game on Saturday, and it was probably one of the coolest environments I've ever been in.
Yeah, I couldn't have dreamt of a better day myself, honestly.
Well, the Iowa offense was stagnant at times in their 14-13 upset victory over the Michigan Wolverines, but running back Akram Wadley helped boost the Iowa offense to make the plays they needed and hit the route to the historical upset. Colin Murphy has more.
With 1 quarter gone in Saturday night's game against the Michigan Wolverines, the Iowa offense did not look up to the task of upsetting the number 3 team in the country. Early in the second quarter, in a matchup of 2 physical teams, the Hawkeyes had nothing to show for their effort except for a missed field goal. Struggling against the top-ranked Wolverine defense, the Iowa offense needed a spark. They quickly found that in running back Akram Wadley. Driving late in the second quarter, Wadley came through for the Hawkeyes with a 27-yard catch and run to put them in field goal range. The Hawkeyes were able to move the ball down to the 3-yard line, where quarterback C.J. Beathard found a shifty running back on a 4th and goal for Iowa's lone touchdown of the game.
Yeah, we got that momentum. We got the fans into it, and our fans were great. And once we got that, we just needed to make it a sticky game.
He's a great back, really elusive. He turns 3-yard runs into big plays, especially in tight spaces, which is crazy.
Yeah, and he came up with a lot of big plays, and Akram's a slippery guy. He's got good feel.
Wadley continued to shift through the Michigan defense in the second half, with multiple plays of 10-plus yards to help keep the Hawkeyes close to the Wolverines. Down 2 late in the game, Wadley went for another 10-yard catch and run to help put the Hawkeyes in field goal range. Wadley's gain was one of a couple key plays on the final drive of the game that helped set up the game-winning field goal for the Hawkeyes. With 3 seconds left in the game, freshman walk-on Keith Duncan lined up his kick, and the rest is history. Biggest upset in Kinnick Stadium since 1985 complete.
To his credit, just the way he practices, the way he's bounced back, and just keeps on going. And I guess you can call that a pressure moment right there. They take the time out, all that stuff. But his mindset was right, and did a great job there. The electricity in Kinnick that day in '85 was a late kickoff. It was special, just like tonight. So, and both teams, both years, '85 and this one, both teams really competed tooth and nail.
Shifting through the Michigan defense, Wadley piled up over 150 yards of total offense to go along with his lone receiving touchdown, helping the Iowa offense pull off this massive upset. Reporting from Kinnick Stadium, this has been Colin Murphy, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Yeah, not only the offense played phenomenal, but the defense was definitely on their game. I think they only held Michigan to only 201 total yards, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a really great performance on the defense, and Akram Wadley had 73% of the offense for the Hawkeyes. So after his performance on Saturday, Wadley was named the Rose Bowl Game Big Ten Player of the Week, and 3 other Hawkeyes were recognized after Saturday's game as well.
That's right. Defensive back Manny Rugamba was named Big Ten Co-Freshman of the Week. Keith Duncan was named Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week. And senior defensive tackle Julio Johnson was named Defensive Player of the Week. And Julio Johnson had also a phenomenal game.
Yeah, he was definitely tremendous. Iowa football was not the only successful team in Iowa City this weekend, as the women's basketball team started out their regular season strong. Alexis Davis takes us through Friday's game.
Iowa women's basketball came out really strong in the first half on Friday night against Oral Roberts. In the first half, they did struggle a little bit when there was an emergency exit and the whole arena had to flee. In the second half, they continued to play hard through adversity as Coach Bluter continued to put everyone in and play the freshmen as they got a lot of experience. Allie led the Hawkeyes with 29 points and continued to push and persevere and build up her freshmen.
I thought we offensively did a really good job, took care of the ball much better than we did the first time out, rebounded well again. But defensively, I thought we were really good the first half, and then the second half we let up on that. And so that's a little concerning, but at the same time, we just have to learn to keep our focus even with the big lead.
Now let's send it to Alyssa Odell, who tells us how Sunday's game played out.
The Hawkeyes came into this weekend's game looking to get their second consecutive win of the season against the Hampton Pirates. Their hard work paid off with a victory of 84-51. Senior Allie Disterhoff led the team with a total of 16 points, along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Along with Disterhoff, 3 sophomores also scored in double digits. With the depth this team has, it will be interesting to see where the season goes, especially considering the team still has improvements for their three-point shots.
I believe, we maybe haven't shown that we're a good three-point shooting team yet, but we are. I see it in practice. I have tremendous belief in our three-point shooters, so I know they're going to come through.
The Hawkeyes are back in action on Wednesday as they take on North Dakota. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Alyssa Odell. Back to you guys at the studio.
The team will be back home this Saturday to face off Massachusetts at 12:30. Along with women's basketball, men's basketball has been doing phenomenal. They are now 2-0 and had a great game on Sunday. Brady Ellingson played phenomenal. He had a high score of 23 points, came off the bench, and was just draining threes, so it was great to see him.
Yeah, and they'll have a big test Thursday against Seton Hall. Well, we all want to continue playing sports after high school, and sometimes it just doesn't happen for some athletes. But there's a team here at Iowa that is making it happen. Taylor Brooks takes a trip to the diving well for more.
No one wants to stop doing what they love, and that stays true for the women who are a part of the water polo club team here at Iowa.
I was a big swimmer in high school. I actually didn't really play water polo in high school that much. I played like 1 year, but when I got here, I wanted to get involved somehow, and my older sister was actually already on the team here.
I played in high school, and I knew for sure I wanted to play in college because it's my favorite thing.
Well, I played in high school, and so I played all 4 years, and I knew I definitely wanted to keep playing it in college.
Whether you're an NCAA athlete on an intramural team or a part of a club like the water polo team, sometimes taking a step away from reality and doing something you love, like putting a cap on and goggles, is the best refresher.
I've grown up swimming, being in the pool, so just still staying in the pool, and it really keeps me going. Tuesdays when I don't have practice at night in the fall, I don't know what to do with myself.
Knowing I can come to the pool like when I'm like stressed out after homework or something, or like taking a break during homework and just like having fun with these guys in the pool. It's awesome just being able to do that.
Their fall season consists of various tournaments, but it's the spring when their official season starts.
That's when you just get so close and you hang out, like you're with each other like 8 hours a week at practice, and then with tournaments on weekends, it's just so fun. Some of my best friends are on the team.
I tell people since we only have a club team and that is the only team, that we're the official team, so it makes me proud to be on the team.
Between the hype of a tournament or just simply being a part of a team, these ladies have made memories at Iowa they will keep forever. Reporting with the women's water polo team at the CRWC, this has been Taylor Brooks, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
We have a huge week coming up in Hawkeye sports. Like John said, we have the basketball game, the men's basketball game on Thursday night, and they take on Seton Hall, so that'll be a great game. And then football is on the road again at U of I, so that'll be definitely a test after playing Michigan this week, especially then coming up to Nebraska the week after that.
That's right. Coming off a big win against Michigan, have to be careful going to Illinois. Could be a big trap game for the Hawks. Going to have to be ready to go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game goes. Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, guys. That's all for this edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our broadcast every day at dailyiowan.com. And be sure to pick up today's copy of the paper. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.